Hi, my name is Veronica. I'm going to present part of a reading, writing, technology enhanced lesson plan today. Today our topic is business writing and in particular business letters. Students, can you tell me when would you have to use a business letter format? Yes, you can use it for cover letters. You can use it to make announcements. You can use it to make official requests, or, for example, place orders, or in case you have to return something to a company. You can write it in a business letter format and you can be very, very professional. Okay, so the plan for today is we're going to learn how to write a business letter. We're going to talk about vocabulary, structure, greetings, and endings. And at the end of the class, as homework, you are going to write your own business letter. Um, we are going to have two mother letters. I'm going to hand you the first one. You can go over it and find out the errors. But in order to find the errors, this is actually the mother letter number one is an inappropriate business letter. So your task will be to find the errors and fix them. Okay, the way you're going to be able to do this is we're going to watch a brief online tutorial, uh, and that way we can go over the basic information after the tutorial, and that way you're going to have the knowledge to rewrite the model letter number one and make it a formal, appropriate business letter. Okay, so let's watch the online tutorial. Okay, we have watched our online tutorial and now we can briefly summarize the information we have learned before we go over our model letter number one and rewrite it in an appropriate manner. Okay? So first, what did we learn from the our online tutorial? Okay, so first you have to keep in mind about the format that you use. You have to use block format and it has to be um, a left align. You have to use dear for greeting, after which you use a colon, not a comma, a colon. If you don't know the name of the person you're writing to, you should use to whom it may concern, and all of it should be in capital letters. Okay? After which, you have the body of your letter. It can be 2, 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, you're going to introduce yourself and introduce the main point, the reason you're writing this letter. In the next paragraph, you're going to get into more detail. You're going to explain exactly the purpose of you writing the letter. In the third paragraph, you're going to restate your purpose and give call to action. For example, if you are returning something, you would say thank you for your attention. I appreciate your time for reading my letter and replacing um, the item that you have ordered because it is damaged or something of that sort. As a closing, use formal closing, for example, sincerely. You could use best regards also or cordially, after which there's a comma. After that, you skip 4 lines and that way when you print your document you can sign it by hand. After that you can type your name and title. If you are enclosing any additional documents, you can, at the end of the letter, you can include that as well. Okay, so is everything clear? Are there any questions after our tutorial and after the summary I just went over? Okay, so if there are no questions, I would assume everything is clear and you are going to be able to go over model letter number 1 and find the errors, rewrite it, and make it an appropriate formal business letter according to the information that we just went over. You're going to work in pairs, and I'm going to go over around the room and help out with any questions that you have. Okay? I'm going to hand you model letter number 1. Okay, here it is. Okay, now that everybody is in pairs and everybody has the letter, please read it and rewrite it. After that, I'm going to give you model letter number 2. Model letter number 2 is the appropriate business, the same letter but written in an appropriate business manner. I would ask you guys to compare your letter with the model letter number 2 that I will give you. After that, we are going to have another discussion, questions and answer session about new vocabulary or any questions that you might have in order for you to be able to write your own appropriate formal business letter. Okay, guys, let's get started.